of been working on. Now it's not even close to being done, but I just want to show you guys. So here, obviously, just showing higher time from closes, right? So here's candle 2, right? And then getting, that swing point, that candle 3 expansion. Once you have a valid candle 3, you can expect candle 4. And then here's T-Trade's another version of a swing point, right? Where we get a valid candle 2 when we close over this candle, right? Because this can't be a candle 2 until we get a candle 3, right? And then we get continuation. And then this is the reversal into expansion. So candle 1 hitting a key level, reversing off candle 1's low. And then, you get a nice close, and you can expect candle 3 expansion. So just really simple stuff. And now we're talking about models here. So internal to external, right? External to internal. And then order pairing the range low to the range high, or just manipulation into failure swings. Now we're looking for closures away from the reversal points into expansion into the targets, right? So here you get a candle 2 closure from this external range high, and you can expect expansion in candle 3 to this fair value gap, right? Over here we get a valid candle 3 closure, right? We don't have a valid candle 2. It's only valid when we get a valid candle 3, which forms a T-Trade's ideal swing formation. You can expect candle 4 into this external range high. Then over here is candle 1 hitting this external range low and price reversing off of candle 1's low. So what you're seeing here is the 3 different types of swing formations that we look for from key levels, right? So now marking out EQ of previous candles ranges, right? When it's a reversal candle with a large wick, we mark out the 0.5, right? When it's a large bodied candle, we mark out the whole range, right? Now taking a step further, let's go back to our range. We want to trade expansion candles away from our low, the reversal point or the key level that price reversed from. So you mark out, right, your ranges, right? So pretty simple, right? So just putting all those 3 things together. And now this is simply open, high, low, close. But now we are aligning an open, high, low, close candle, right, with a model. So for a bullish candle, we open, create a low first ideally, and expand, close into high. A bearish candle, we open high first ideally, expand away, close into the low. And now for a reversal candle, ideally we open low first, right, which supports bearishness, and then we put in some sort of reversal of the wick, and then we expand back to the opening price, right, and not any further. We don't expect price to go any further because this wick doesn't support expansion. If we go back, what do we see here? The wick supports expansion, right? So now what we're doing is we're marking out for continuation. For this is internal to external, right? Ideally, if the previous candle expanded, it's going to create a fair value gap, right? So when price opens low, ideally this is retracing into the gap. So you see how it's just expansion, retracement into a gap expansion, but the way the daily candle, right, is forming also supports a bullish expansion candle, right? So this fair value gap is likely to hold, right? So you see how we're bringing a model into it. We're bringing the 0.5, right, of the candle, which creates a small wick, right? The way this candle forms supports an expansion candle. So it's more, this model, internal to external, is likely to play out. So what about a reversal candle or more of a large wick? It's more of the same thing, right? You just want to have a large opposing run, right, into a key level. Ideally, the reversal forms, before 10, or even if it's at 10, like the first 30 minutes of that candle or hour. And so you have enough time to expand back into the highs, right? So now this is external to internal. Now, generally for external to internal, you're going to reverse off the previous candle's low, right? In this case, it's a bullish reversal into expansion candle, right, on the daily chart. And you're going to look within the previous candle's range, and that's going to have a fair value gap, right, generally. And so you would reverse off the previous day's low or some external range point, right, and you can expand back into the range. And this wick supports expansion back into the range. And notice how we're opening low first. That also supports a bullish candle, right? So what about a reversal candle? How do you trade external to internal? It's generally the same thing, but instead of the, this example where the previous day has that fair value gap, the current day will have that fair value gap, right? Because price expands away, creates a large wick, and that expansion creates a fair value gap. Then we, either we hit some external low way to the left, but I can't draw that with Figma. It's just like it takes too much space. So all you need to do is take it a low, right, to reverse from, essentially. And then you can expect expansion towards, you're just back in the daily range, like as we do, right? So this one is order pairing ranges. So previous candles high and low. Instead of a fair value gap, you might have a low or maybe overnight lows. So either there's going to be lows within this candle to reverse from, or intraday within the current candle, right? So here we have the previous day prints a low, and then price opens low first, right, creating failure swings, and then price takes out this low, reverses, and now you have low resistance liquidity, right? So this is simply expansion, consolidation, manipulation forming the wick, which is my ideal profile, and then expansion, right? The small wick supports, right, expansion, right, because it's above the 0.5 of this previous candle's range. So what about a reversal candle, right? Again, same thing. Within this candle's range, you're going to have low resistance or some sort of range, right? And price opens high first, reverses off the previous day's high, and which is manipulation, right, of a range high, and then we reverse and then into expansion, right? How does that look within a reversal candle? Price opens low, right? Creates some sort of range to reverse off of, right? So you manipulate your range low to form the wick, and then we can target back within the range, right? Because remember, with the reversal candle, we either target the daily open or the current day's high, or internal to the range. So internal to the range here, a lot of times, it's kind of like my trade on YM today. I'm just targeting back within the range here. And that's really all I have for now. But there's a bunch of stuff I want to add. But yeah, I want to make these slides to show you guys how to put the stuff together. So let me know what you guys think.